Welcome everybody to the 9th episode of LPodcast'N. This week we are joined by two first year students actually, by Nuura and by Fatima, and both are graduates of the Manchester Access Programme, both from Manchester. So kind of similar to an episode we did a couple weeks ago with Paige, who was a Manchester Distance Access Scheme student. Just talking a little bit about getting to uni, what it's like, the kind of culture shock of getting to uni as well. So yeah, Nuura and Fatima, do you both want to introduce yourselves, or what do you study? Yeah, basically.
Well, I'm Nora and I study architecture at MSA. So that's a joint school between University of Manchester and MMU, and I've just started first year this year.
And I'm Fatima and I do material science and engineering. It's in the School of Materials, and in my first year as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, both subjects that I know nothing about. So first of all, you're going to have to explain a little bit about why you chose to study those subjects.
Well, I chose to study architecture because I wanted to work, I guess, in a field where I could go places, I could travel in it, I could take it with me.
Yeah.
I could work in, I guess you can help people as well. Like you can do anything from like public buildings to private, and I just found it very interesting.
That's sick.
I picked materials because I didn't really know about material science until when I was in year 12, and there was, I think, some outreach program, and I went into a lecture and for like a first year material science course or something. And before that, I was really thinking about mechanical engineering because I knew I really loved physics, and I did A-level chemistry as well. But I didn't want to give either one of those up. So then when I found out about material science, it was a really nice combination of the two. It's very interdisciplinary.
Okay. So it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
What do you want to do like in the future with material sciences?
I figured I might go into research, but then I don't know. It's a bit. I know going into doing like a PhD and that sort of thing. It's long. It's like 3 extra years of being a student, and it's not really like that diverse. So I might go into industry, but yeah, it's. I know that like a lot of superheroes and stuff, when they're talking about nanotechnology and they're talking about quantum stuff, yeah, I thought this might be the best subject to get into, so I can turn into the new Dr. Octopus.
Wow. Okay. Wow, I love that. See, so I was thinking about doing a PhD as well, but I was like, I don't know if I can commit 3 more years of my life to education. Yeah. It's just a lot. It's just a big commitment. And I think what you said as well, Noura, about wanting to travel as well. I mean, I guess not. You wouldn't think it, but that's part of the reason why I want to do, or why I ended up doing a master's in history as well, because there was like a documentary making course. And if I can like make documentaries and like travel around the world, like talking about history, that's kind of like the dream for me. Okay. So both of you are Manchester Access Programme students. What was that process like? Because you're first year, we spoke to Paige, who was a third year, and she kind of had forgotten the whole process. But what was that like last year for you both?
Well, we did map in year 12.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, so I think it was like a lot of days. It was like 2 weeks in total, but spread across the year. And then you'd go in. I think there would be like group workshops, and then we had to write an essay at the end, and you had to pass the essay. with like, it was kind of like a university style type of assignment to get to pass the MAP program. So yeah, there was a lot of that, and then there was a lot of, they helped us with our personal statements, gave us advice when it came to uni, and then yeah.
Yeah, I remember those workshops. We had to like accumulate a certain amount of credits, and then go into the workshops would give you like 10 credits or something. But yeah, there was one of the first stuff we did was a referencing workshop, and I know that really helped for like my first assignment this year, because like literally the first week in, we had an assignment that was to do a lab report on a lab that we didn't do because obviously everything was online, and it was really weird and kind of frustrating because they recorded everything, but it was really difficult to understand what was going on in the actual like lab, what they were doing. So I had to kind of ask around a little bit about that. But I think the referencing part, the fact that I'd seen it before and I knew like what Harvard style referencing was, it was just a bit comforting, like knowing that even though I don't get the rest of it, I at least know like how to do this bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's crazy that you had an assignment in the first week of uni.
Yeah, I didn't even get it. And then it was like a lab report of that lab that we didn't do, and it was recorded. And then the next week we had like to do a group version of that. So we just like putting all together like the stuff that we wrote about, but in a group. So it was the exact same like lab, but yeah, it was really weird. I didn't really get it.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of links to something I want to speak about later. But was it similar for you, Noah, getting to uni, like your first few weeks of uni, just like completely crazy what the uni was asking you to do?
Yeah, we had like, I think in architecture a lot of time we have like deadlines every week or every other week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we've not had like any like essays yet, but we have like assignments, and it was like really hard to get into, because especially with I think with design subjects at A level, you mostly just focus on that. You don't really put as much time and effort as you do in architecture. They expect you to do so much hours of work in like a week. So that was like a really, really big jump.
Yeah.
And yeah, they expect you to do like, I think I've got an essay to do now, case studies. So they make you do a lot of that in the first couple of weeks as well.
Was it like hard, especially at the start, like not being on campus, like not really feeling like you had like the right information or support to like do everything that they were asking you to do, because it was from home as well?
Yeah, definitely. Like I had to, because I think with like workshop stuff, you need a lot of space, you need a lot of materials. I had to buy a new desk. I had to find a place to put my materials, to put my models. And it's very like, because when you do certain courses, you need to be in the environment to get your work properly done. Otherwise, your work's always going to feel a bit subpar because you don't have the right environment, the right materials. So yeah, that was a bit of a struggle to get into.
Yeah. Was it kind of like, it sounds like you kind of like dropped into the deep end of university life with like without much like help in terms of like getting the stuff that you needed?
Yeah, like, I mean, we got sent materials, and we have online tutors, but it's different than actually being in the classroom, them giving you advice right there and then, looking at your course mates' work, seeing how they did certain things. So it's like very, very independent on a course that should be more group orientated.
Yeah. Was it similar for you, Fatima?
I think for my course, some of the students like took the initiative in my year group to make like a WhatsApp group, so that helped a lot because I found it really difficult. Like just you're not seeing people face to face. You can't really talk to your peers about help with an assignment or like a lab or something. So doing it all online was new to me, but I think obviously it was new to everyone. But yeah, I didn't really feel too ostracized just because of that. And I think not seeing like everyone's faces, but then people like sort of hinting at stuff in their life, and then I kind of realized how different everyone in my course is. Like, we've all come from like really different backgrounds, and I didn't really expect that as much, that people came from like doing a different course, or maybe like doing a foundation year or an entirely different country and stuff. I didn't realize like how international it was, and I kind of started to feel like I was missing out on expanding my horizons by, you know, obviously having it all online and not seeing anybody in person, and not like talking to people in that way.
Yeah, for sure. Is it a bit of an underwhelming experience in that sense?
Yeah, I feel like I missed out, but you know, it's been like that for everyone. So
Yeah, for sure. Also want to talk like about, because obviously you both went through the Manchester Access program, and something we've spoken about as well, Nuura, in terms of like getting to uni, and then the support that you get like from Manchester Access program, like stops. You're kind of on your own to fight off all of the uni assignments and everything by yourself. Like, is there, especially because of like what you were saying, Fatima, about like not having the same background as a lot of the students that you're with now, with like obviously that's not the case when you're completing your access program. Like, does Manchester Access program need to like prepare you better for that, or like support you more once you get to uni because of those circumstances?
I think MAP did help. Like, for example, they do send emails every couple weeks maybe, but they do focus it more on like paid opportunities. So for example, that's how I found out about this job, through one of those MAP emails. But other than those emails, it's not like they don't do any programs, any outreach to the students, which I mean, because they're focused more on obviously getting people to university, it should be the university trying to, or maybe the students themselves trying to help each other with people who are from different backgrounds. But yeah, I understand what Fatima was saying about it's underwhelming, because you come to an environment, especially on certain courses, where a lot of people are from certain types of environment, and then you come and you go to certain schools and you do certain programs, and you already feel out of place or maybe even behind, because some people come and they've already done a year at a different uni. They've already, even in the schools they went to, they've already studied above us. And when you come to uni, they put everyone at the same level, so there's no different levels of support, no focus on students who might need help in certain modules maybe. So I think it would be the university's responsibility, more than MAP even, to help those type of students.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely on the university. Like, what kind of like help in what way?
I guess like maybe making even like forums of, are people struggling academically? Do you feel behind your peers? And then maybe trying to create help in each course. I guess maybe kind of like outreach in each course to students who feel like they're very behind, and helping those students.
I think with the FSE, so like the engineering and STEM faculty, they have PASS, and I didn't know that. I'm not sure if every department has it, but then I didn't know that the other faculties don't have something similar to that, and I know that's helped a lot with you know, opportunities and stuff. And I didn't know about internships until one of my past tutors mentioned it, and then, you know, that sort of thing, that is like real academic help. But then it's not, you know, even though it's every week and stuff, again, because it's not in person, when my past tutors talk about it, they say that it's much more involved and you know, engaging.
Yeah, for sure. So that benefited a lot having a past tutor.
Yeah, definitely.
What are you both like most interested in like next year when the campus is open, hopefully. What are you both like most like excited for to see how things are in second year?
I'm really excited to actually go into the studio and the workshops and be able to work with like the machinery and all that, because I think that was something that I was focused on during A level. So when I came in, I had to learn how to do a whole different style of model making because I was used to working with machinery that I can't access at home. So that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, and it's really similar for me. I want to just get into the labs for a bit and, actually do some of the experiments and stuff that are just being like recorded and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be so much better next year when the uni is open. And you guys don't have like long commutes either.
No, I can go in now. I can go to the library sometimes, and I think now I can book into studio. But I just want to be able to just go without booking and just casually go in, use the studios, the workshops, maybe just even chill inside. But yeah.
Yeah. I was bad at working from home as well. See, when I was at uni, I was bad at working from home.
Yeah, I think I find it really difficult because like when you have a bunch of siblings and stuff, but now that they're back at school, it's a bit easier.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, thank you both for coming on to speak a little bit about your first year. It's great to have like a first year only podcast talking a little bit about the like specific circumstances of being a first year, because it is like a crazy circumstance, like to come in to uni during COVID, because like this isn't what uni is like in the slightest. So definitely get to experience a much better time next year. Yeah, thank you both.
Thank you.